What's going on, everyone? RFI Drummer here, and not bringing you a career mode uh, in this episode right here for NASCAR Heat 3, just more of a tips type of video. Something that I've kind of learned, and I know a lot of people I've seen throughout the community on YouTube and stuff have been asking the question on how to max out your vehicle. And so I finally have now just learned how to do it. So I'm on my desktop right now. I'm not actually in the game, so I can kind of do this um, right here. So I can kind of break it down a little bit easier. But so basically, what you need to do is I thought I made a mistake when I had purchased all these vehicles that you see on the screen right now. I have two normal, two short, and one road course. There's a reason why you can only get one road course as well. That's because you only have one or two road races in the season, but you have time to max the vehicle out in between those races. Whereas short tracks, there's three of them. They're more frequent, and normal tracks there's only two because they're not as frequent as the short tracks. I know it kind of sounds weird, but just follow me here on this. So the first race of the season you go into is Charlotte, which is a short track. So say you have this vehicle up here where the mouse is. That's your short track one. You put your employees on that one. Say you have like a 15 for the engine, 15 for the aero, and a 15 for the suspension for those employees, those three. You put them on this vehicle right here. And so say the next week you have a normal track or a short track, doesn't matter what kind of track it is. You'll put three more employees on that vehicle the week that you're racing the short track. The next week, say it's a normal. So we're just going to use this. It's going to be a lot easier to explain. So let me kind of backtrack here for a second. So you have six employees. All of them have one max attribute, or even a 10. It doesn't matter. So this one, at the end of this week, going into this race, will be 85 across the board. This one would be 85 across the board as well, going into the short track race. You do the race. Now you're going to, well, we're using a short and normal. So now you're going into Taggart. This one, before the week before, you already had up to 85. You can put the employees on that vehicle a second time before you race it. So you're going into your race weekend at Taggart. You'll put those employees back on it and you'll get 15 more. Now, providing that you have, your max capacity as far as your equipment can go up to, if you only have it maxed to like 90 or 95, I think we were maxed at 90, if I can remember right. It's been a few days, but that's as high it adds on to what that employee's capabilities are. So if you have 15s, you go to 85 when you're going to run the short car or short track car. The following week you're using the normal, so you've worked on both these cars the same week. When you go to the normal track the following week, you'll be able to double up the work effort on that vehicle, maxing it out to wherever you have your equipment capped at, whether it be 85, 90, 95, or 100. So it's not bad to have this many vehicles. I kind of learned that after the fact. That for a while there I was thinking I made a mistake and I was kind of like, I kind of just wasted a bunch of money. But reality is that is kind of the way to go. Buy a lot of, you got to get some employees. It's good to have 6 to 9 employees, and then train them up. And I think that's honestly a good way to go. Um, you'll see the way we go about it in our career mode um, down the road. No, I'm not trying to have any spoilers here on you, but uh, I think that where we're going to go with the career mode, you'll see where it's going. But uh, have a bit of a better understanding. And now that I kind of understand how that kind of works, I felt like it would be kind of useful just to throw this out there for anybody who's got any questions about it. And again, if it's still a little unclear for you, feel free to drop a comment and I'll answer it as best as I can. But again, it's just basically, it just, the stats stack per week that you work on the vehicle if you don't use it, because once you use it, they reset to 70. So if you get, you know, you race this car, this will go to 70s, but this stays at 85. And then you put the employees on it before you use that in week 2, they'll be up to 100 if that's where you're capped at or whatever your cap is. So um, it sounds a little confusing. Once you kind of have the hang of it, it's real simple. Again, any questions, feel free to just drop a comment and I'll do my best to answer it. Just wanted to get this out there for you guys and see if that helps anybody out. Um, so hopefully it does help you out and you get some good finishes in your career. Don't give up on that Legend difficulty if you're playing in Legend, because it is entirely possible to win races in Legend. I guarantee you can do it. Just hang in there. That's it for this, and you hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you in our next NASCAR Heat 3 career mode video.